Welcome back to the Wasteland, my friends. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that a lot of people have actually misidentified. So a lot of people are saying that the pulse rifle, the highest version of which is the hardened pulse rifle, is the best gun in Fallout Shelter at the moment. Not really better than Vengeance, but better than the Dragon's Maw. So I wanted to test that. I seen a comment talking about it. The wiki says it's the highest base energy weapon damage, so I don't even know what that means. It also says it's the highest it's just the best for attacks. So it does high damage and its rate of fire, it staggers, everything is saying like, oh my god, it's the best. So I wanted to test how true is this? Is this actually that good? So what I did is I got two of the best ones, put +4 damage on pets as well as +4 damage with the other guy who had the Dragon's Maw, and we compared it directly to the Dragon's Maw. Everyone has the exact same loot except for their guns, and let's see which is the best. In this very first clip, you can see that these raiders get killed by the pulse rifles faster, but not actually. They are all equal because the pulse rifles started first, and then Dragon's Maw joined in because the guy had to run to his side of the room and start the attack. So they were all equal in this first clip. In this second clip, the mole rats were actually killed faster by the pulse rifles. This is because the Dragon's Maw has such a high variety of damage, 22 to 29, and it really just varies of when you're going to kill something or not. That's one of the things I don't like about it, is it's not as reliable as you'd think it'd be because it's so all over the place. Right here, they of course just destroy these rad roaches, but I honestly think the pulse rifles did a better job of killing rad roaches than the Dragon's Maw, just because the Dragon's Maw is so much slower, and it's kind of better for high endurance enemies. Not high endurance, but high health enemies. So high health enemies, I'd use the Dragon's Maw. Other than that, we'll have to find out which is the best. I decided to take off all their pets because, I wanted to show you guys that it really has no effect. It only does +4 damage, which isn't going to mess up our experiment at all. It only makes things a little quicker. Right here you can see Dragon's Maw is quite a slow weapon. So you want to pair it with high agility and then it'll be really good. But I mean, you can do the exact same thing with the pulse rifles and they're going to be faster. Now, does faster always mean better? No. As you can see there, the pulse rifle and the Dragon's Maw, it looked like the Dragon's Maw was a little better. Right here, pretty much you couldn't even tell. On this clip with these three raiders, let's see who kills first. Dragon's Maw did high amounts of damage in the beginning, but who drops first? Dragon's Maw. Only by a little bit, but I mean, that little bit is going to add up in the long run, especially if everyone has a Dragon's Maw. Like, look at that, he just one-shot those guys, while the pulse rifle guys can't even keep up. So even though it is high variety of what damage you're going to be doing, it's usually going to be on your favor. Now we got some Deathclaws. Who is going to kill him first? Well, obviously the Alpha Deathclaw is going to be the last to die, but we'll have to find out who's going to die first. On the Deathclaws, the Dragon's Maw was actually slower than one of the pulse rifles. The pulse rifle actually clutched up and did more damage. As you can see there, the pulse rifle was faster once again. Moving on to this next group of raiders, the pulse rifle and the Dragon's Maw seem to be tied right here. One of the Dragon's Maw isn't keeping up, but I think it is because the guys started a little later. But nonetheless, the Dragon's Maw and a pulse rifle were exactly even. Over here, I did change our dwellers' equipment so that they're all exactly the same. All wearing the Ghoul's coat, so they all have the exact same special stats and the same exact pet. The only thing is different is their weapons, so this will give us a true conclusive view. Obviously on the rad roaches, it's impossible to tell because they all die instantly. Over here there's only 2 ghouls, so we're not even going to really care about this, but you can see that it's still clearing out very fast, so you can use them if you need pulse rifles alongside the Dragon's Maw. They work pretty good together. I suggest, if you need to, you can put them and pair them together, but let's be honest guys, only one of these is going to come out as the true victor, and that's what you should run mainly. But who is it going to be? Only time will tell. On these mole rats, the Dragon's Maw actually one-pumped them, while the pulse rifles were left a little behind. Moving on to these mole rats, you can see that the Dragon's Maw is quite faster in killing them, especially because they have more health. So That seems to be the biggest advantage of the Dragon's Maw, is it just does more damage. Obviously, sometimes it doesn't, but most of the time it's going to do more damage. Going on to these raiders, the Dragon's Maw was once again faster than a pulse rifle on killing raiders. Rad roaches obviously killed instantly. Now we got 3 ghouls. Who's going to win this matchup? Dragon's Maw first place. And it actually was so bad that the Dragon's Maw guy had to fight even more to finish off those ghouls. Dragon's Maw and the pulse rifle were actually even on those raiders, so that's pretty impressive. The pulse rifle is a pretty good weapon, but I'm starting to think that the Dragon's Maw is just better. Again, the Dragon's Maw kills before anything else. Guys, I think it's pretty conclusive by now. We still got 4 more minutes of footage, so we can go through and analyze that. But right now, the Dragon's Maw is winning. I know that everyone likes the pulse rifle. It seems to be an amazing weapon. It really does. But does it stand out to the Dragon's Maw? Not quite. It is an amazing weapon if it's able to keep up with the Dragon's Maw pretty close, because that's what it is doing right now. So that is impressive in its own right. As you can see, hardened pulse rifle, 20 to 21 damage. I'm just showing you guys that I haven't changed anything. Everything is still remaining the same. 20 to 21 damage, you know, not bad. But compared to the Dragon's Maw with a 22 to 29, it's just not as gonna. It's just really, I feel bad comparing it. I really do. I know everyone was saying that it's better than the Dragon's Maw. Not everyone. I've found a couple people saying that in the wiki. I don't know what it really means by that. Maybe it means that it does more damage when compared to like any other, just base, like. Not Dragon's Maw, but compared to Flamers, it's the best. Not compared to like a named variant, but just in general, plasma rifles are going to be lower than pulse rifles in general. I bet you that's what it's saying, but honestly, who knows what they're really saying. Right here, we got some rad scorpions getting clapped by my guys. And believe it or not, the pulse rifle is slower than the guy going against the glowing rad scorpion. Did you see that? They all finished at the exact same time, except one of them, the Dragon's Maw guy, was going against a glowing rad scorpion. So if that doesn't tell you what it needs to, I don't know how to describe it to you guys. It's just, the pulse rifle is just not as good as Dragon's Maw. It is an amazing weapon, and I definitely recommend running it if you need to, especially because it's a lot cheaper than the Dragon's Maw. So I do recommend this gun. It's amazing, guys. But if the footage hasn't shown you by now, it is not better than Dragon's Maw. Dragon's Maw is still better, but oh my gosh, is it a close runner-up. Guys, quite a long video, but I do hope you enjoyed it. As you can see, we have proven that the pulse rifle is not as good as Dragon's Maw. There was some people saying that. The wiki was saying it. You know, was the wiki really saying it? Was it saying base damage? We don't really know, but we do know the pulse rifle, especially the hardened version, is an amazing weapon that we should all consider using, especially because it's a lot cheaper than Dragon's Maw. It's not better than Dragon's Maw, but it's cheaper. With all that said, thank you for watching, and may the wasteland treat you with peace and prosperity.